everybody. Welcome into Sunday Brunch on the Early Edge, powered as always by SportsLine. I am your faithful leader, the coach, and I got to tell you, I don't know what else you want us to do. Before I bring in the stars of the show, a little housekeeping to take care of. Not just a winning day on the Early Edge. We had a perfect day on the Early Edge, winning every single one of our plays on the morning show, and then Ian Parker on our MMA episode on UFC 261. He killed it there as well. So we have three winners in our perfect parlay contest today. And if you want to participate, all you got to do, go to our comment section in our YouTube page, leave a best bet. Could be any play on the board. If one of our cappers goes perfect on the show, then you are eligible for a year-long subscription to SportsLine. And as many of you know by now, that is priceless. Here are the three winners today. At Crunch34, that's KRUHNCH 34, then at JB Hud, and then at Chillin' Frank, You three, the jeweler, will reach out to you and let you know how you can cash in on your year-long subscription. Congratulations to you. Let's bring in the stars of the show. Let's bring in my guys. It is Sunday Brunch, and we should be smiling. Sometimes you got to take a step back and pat yourselves on the back. Mikey, this is unprecedented. The streak lives today. 15 straight picks you have won here on the show.
It's a really incredible run, almost, mathematically improbable at this point, but we're going to keep it going today. I have two more plays that I absolutely love. Let's do it.
And we're all wearing the same clothes. I'm starting to stink. My family doesn't like me because I'm in the same red shirt. But until we lose, we're changing nothing. Maestro, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. I really love the reaction that we're getting to Mikey's streak and the overall streak. I love the guy who said he's in the best shape of his life because of all the steps he's taken to the pay window.
We also had a really good suggestion that a lot of people who are winning money, they want to start kind of a charity deal where they put some of the winnings towards a really good charity that we want too. So a lot of good ideas. As we grow the community, we'll take all of them. And this is exactly why we started the show, to do what you guys are doing at home. So let's get into it. Sports lines that could affect the betting lines today. M Squared, you're up first.
All right, let's start with the NBA as usual. Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, both upgraded to probable. They were simply out for rest, really. They're playing against the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets are going to be without Malik Monk. LaMelo Ball is nearing his return, but it's still going to be another couple days there. In the biggest matchup of the day, Phoenix Suns continue their road trip there against the Brooklyn Nets. Jay Crowder, Dario Saric have been ruled out. Cameron Johnson is probable. On the Nets side, Kevin Durant has been upgraded to probable. He's going to play in this game. They also get Tyler Johnson back. For the Memphis Grizzlies, Jonas Valanciunas is questionable. Jaren Jackson Jr., second night of a back-to-back, I believe. Either way, it's listed as doubtful for rest. Do not expect him to play in this game. For the Indiana Pacers, Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, both questionable. On the other side for Orlando, Wendell Carter Jr. questionable. Michael Carter-Williams and Otto Porter have both been ruled out already. And that looks like all there for the NBA. And then one more quick note on NASCAR. I know a lot of you guys have come to love the NASCAR picks on the show here. This is one of the weekends. Unfortunately, I know it's a high-profile event. It's one that I don't like to bet. I call this race essentially a random number generator. There's just a lot that can happen. You can move 12 to 15 spots in one lap, the way the drafting works here at the super speedways. So not something that I participate in when it comes to betting here. I will watch, I will enjoy the race, but not something that I will be betting on. So that's why you're not going to see any NASCAR plays from me today.
Well, that's a great point. It's almost impossible, really. It's just like flipping a coin and hoping your guy doesn't get caught up in the big one. Maestro, what do you have this morning?
Well, Coach, Mike talked about the Suns. This is an interesting road trip they're on, 5-game road trip at Milwaukee, and then Philly and Boston on back-to-back nights. They shot 6 of 35 from three-point range against the Celtics. We're never really in that. And, the last time they had a shooting night like that was against the Spurs at home, 6 of 27. They came back against Milwaukee and shot over 40% from deep, and they are a very good, top 10 three-point percentage team. So I do expect them to shoot a lot better from three today. Crowder being out does hurt that, but then this is also the first of a back-to-back, just a really tough scheduling spot for the Suns with the Nets and the Knicks, but something I'll be watching closely. I do have a prop on that game later today.
All right, very good. Also, the Knicks are on a 9-game winning streak right now. So tough is getting even tougher as well. All right, don't forget, right now we're using the promo code EDGE. If you're not a SportsLine member already, we want you to be. Use the promo code EDGE. We're going to give you 30 days for free. You get access to all the cappers, all the simulations, everything that we do at SportsLine. And after those 30 days, you'll be a member. I can promise you that. All right, let's jump into our board today because that's what you've been waiting on. We got 3 plays from SportsLine today. The first one, we're going to talk about that Suns team, but we're going to bet against them today. The Nets -1.5. This is straight from Mike Barner and the SDQL Gurus. Both are on Brooklyn today. It's just been a long road trip for the Suns, but also the Nets are 24-7 at home. This is basically a pick 'em. You're only laying 1.5 points. We're on the Nets. Play number 2, let's go to the NHL. We're going to go under 6 goals. They're dropping the puck at 6 Eastern time tonight. Sabres and the Rangers. This cashes in 58% of our simulations at SportsLine. This is a graded A play. In the last 53 meetings between these two teams, the under cashes 33 times. 33, 16, and 4. Then our final play today, we're going back to the well. Thank you, Dodgers. Thank you, Dodgers. We're going to cash again, -121 over the Padres. This is Sunday Night Baseball tonight on ESPN. In 3 career starts against the Dodgers, Padres pitcher Joe Musgrove, 0-3, and ERA north of 5. Love this matchup tonight. All right. I got to get ready because I'm nervous. I got to be honest. I'm nervous. It's my favorite part of the show right now. All right. M squared. You know the drill, son. Give it to me.
All right, Coach, let's look for 16 and 17 here. We're going to go back to the Kansas City Royals, -121 against the Detroit Tigers. I like this matchup for him against Fulmer. Fulmer has been relatively decent so far this season, but so is Danny Duffy on the other side. And I told you a couple days ago when we bet the Royals here, the Tigers are the worst team in Major League Baseball against left-handed pitching. A few days later, they're still the worst team in baseball against left-handed pitching, despite Miguel Cabrera returning to this Tigers lineup. He's really in the market, he's gaining 3 to 5 cents. I don't think it's warranted at this point in his career, frankly. I like the Royals here. I make them -132 in my simulation. So still a good 10 to 12 cents of edge in that one. And then we're really going to ask you to trust the process here and trust the model. Reds +115 with Luis Castillo on the mound against Jack Flaherty on the road against the St. Louis Cardinals. So a couple reasons why. If you've been following me here, you've heard me talk about expected data a lot more than actual. When you look at the expected weighted on base average of both of these pitchers, Luis Castillo has been the better pitcher than Flaherty so far this season. Flaherty's 287 actual weighted on base average is one of the biggest deltas between his expected number at 357. Luis Castillo has had a lot of bad luck. He's only down to 0.344. He has the better number there. This Reds offense, when you look at expected numbers as well, they're the number 1 offense in Major League Baseball in terms of weighted on base average, number 1 in terms of slugging percentage. And I have information here. It looks like Yadier Molina could potentially sit this game. That is a massive impact to the way Jack Flaherty is going to be able to pitch in this one. And Molina's been one of their best hitters. Take the Reds +115. I make them -104 in the Sims.
Mikey, Joel Embiid just called. He wants us to trust him too. But there's a reason you're the pro, and there's a reason people at home are following you. The reason I am, the maestro, is we do trust the process. We're all over the Reds today, getting plus money. By the way, we're going to make that Chiefs dog of the day. All right, it's time to prop it like it's hot. Maestro, the floor is yours.
All right, starting off with that big game with the Nets and the Suns. I like DeAndre Ayton today, over 15.5 points. Saric is out. He's 6'10". He's the only other big man that plays regularly. I think, Kaminsky may get a few minutes, but I think we're going to get 35 minutes from Ayton today. I'm hoping even more. He shot 7 of 9 against the Nets. In the last game, high-scoring game, the Nets do not have a lot of resistance inside. I think he gets to 16 points or more. And then in baseball, back to that Royals-Tigers game, the Royals are not striking out at all. Now they're down to the second fewest strikeouts per game in the league. And against Fulmer, I don't think Fulmer is going to go that deep into the game. I'm going under 3.5 strikeouts for the Tigers pitcher, Fulmer. And those that's it.
Oh, you have been killing it in the props. We're in such a sweet spot right now, but we are up against it. So grab your paper, grab your pencil. Thank you, jeweler. Here is the recap. M squared. Will this be 16? Will this be 17? We don't have to wait a long time to find out. First pitch is 1:10 today in Detroit. you're on the Royals minus 121. Then first pitch 215. So it's going to be kind of staggered. It's going to be fun to watch the Reds plus 115 today. Then the Maestro, a couple of props today. Of course, follow him on social media. You never know when he's going to drop one in the afternoon. Michael Fulmer under 3.5 Ks. And then DeAndre Ayton in that Suns-Nets game this afternoon over 15.5 points. And then, by the way, I didn't even mention our Jewelers Gym parlay hit yesterday when the Braves game was postponed. It dropped down. We still cashed it at plus 320. Today, we're going to go the Nets minus 1.5. Oh, excuse me. The Royals money line minus 121. The Dodgers money line minus 121. And we're going under 6 goals in the Sabres and Rangers game. You see the parlay if you're watching on YouTube there to the right of the screen. If you wrap all three of those things up, Royals, Dodgers, under in the Rangers game, it's going to cash at plus 524. That is your gym for today's Sunday brunch. I'm so damn excited I can hardly contain myself. You've got your marching orders. 7 plays plus the parlay. Let's take every single ticket straight to the pay window. For the Maestro, for M Squared, for Chief, showing up today, for the jeweler who always puts this thing together. Good luck, everybody. Let's have some fun. Let's do it together. Remember, this is the only place for your daily and weekly and the streaks early edge. Good luck.